is Chef Poul. Today we're going to do an Atlantic Canadian favorite called lobster sandwich. And he's been begging and begging. It's like, Poul, we need lobster sandwiches. We need them really bad. And here is my executive director, Oscar. And Oscar says hi, but he needs his nap time because we're not getting dumped on today. He loves to be a part of everything. So anyways, a part of a good, loyal Atlantic Canadian, and Amy is a migrant here. She came from Ontario, so she's not really one of us, but she's trying to fit in. So she's been begging and pleading, Poul, would you please make me some lobster sandwiches? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make lobster sandwiches. Wait right here. Before we do, I have an old buddy of mine I used to work with who owns three kitchens. He owns a restaurant in Truro. If you like Indian food, you like real good Indian food that's quality and actually is proper and right, head down to Truro, go to Shrew's Kitchen. You can find him on Facebook, everywhere else. Or you can go to Sobeys and you can get his sauces. And this is what it looks like. And even has ratings. If you look right here, this is mild. And you can get it all the way to burn your mouth out. Amy would prefer to burn the mouth out. I myself, I can't handle that. I'm not Amy. I can't handle the heat nearly as much as she can, so I want it mild, and she gets things her way too much, and enough's enough. It's my turn. So go and pick this up. You want some good Indian? You can make this make it a wrap. Put some of this on there, some chicken, put a little spice on here, put a little bit of vegetables. It turns out beautiful. This is not exactly the same garbage you buy from a store where it's all processed and all this stuff. This stuff's all legit. Amy and I will have this eaten within a couple days because it's not made to. It's really seriously not made to be sitting around in your fridge for months. It's not that way. So what do we got? So we've had this really beautiful sale on today for lobster meat. You can get it in a can or you can get the whole lobster. If you get the whole lobster, be prepared to boil it, cook it, be prepared to just shell it. A lot of work and you really don't get a lot of meat out of it. This was a really awesome deal. So we got that. A little bit of pepper to taste, some mayonnaise. I got a little bit of olive oil flavored mayonnaise. Miracle Whip, same thing. We got diced up onion. And we've got some lettuce. Yes, lobster roll is going to has some veggies in it. That's normal. And some hot dog buns. So first, I'm going to take a hot dog bun, and I'm going to put a little bit of lettuce in. You don't have to put a whole lot. I probably cut up way more than I need to. And I'm not eating this all myself, and I'm not giving it to Amy to eat all by herself. Whether Amy likes it or not today, she's sharing. She doesn't like sharing very often.
Yes, I do.
So while I'm doing this, guys, if you guys understand at all what IRC is, we have paulskitchen.openirc.club. Visit us sometime. You get to know a little bit about Amy and some of her funny little quirks. Believe me, Amy's quite the entertainer there. You don't want to overload too much because, again, you're going to need to have some room for your lobster, right? By the way, once you get this, if you have this to thaw or in the freezer, and you thaw it, it does not go back into the freezer at all. You take this out, and next couple days you're going to finish this. Do not, and I repeat, do not put it back in the freezer. You cannot do that. This is already cooked when it's thawed, and pay attention to the words. I mean, right here, fully cooked. So, is it honestly as good as like buying a natural lobster and having it cooked for you? No, it isn't. The best way to do is always get the natural lobster. However, with that being said, lobster is expensive. It really is. And you're not going to get a whole lot out of it. So I'm going to take empty bowl. I'm going to take my onions. I'm just going to put them in there. You see, I got to tell you something. Before I begin this is going to be a quick video because it's already cooked. I don't have to cook anything. I got to tell you something. I don't know about you guys, but I got a magic house. I really do. My house is magic. If you follow me here for a minute. See this mess right here? We just got done eating breakfast. So we're cooking that, then we're going to do another clean down. So that's what's going on. But see this? This is magic. I could leave my pants and shirt laying right here. This stuff right here. By the morning, it's going to be gone and spotless and clean. Just like that. You never have to lift a finger to do a thing. It's just gone. It's just magic. It's like you don't ever have to clean because it's all done in the morning. It's magic. You guys ever have that experience? I know Amy must love it because I mean it's you know, everything getting clean. Now, when you take a knife, that's how you used to cut onions, so I mean it's not really anything else. But if I use chicken or something like this, that goes right in there. So I mean I'm already done with it, so I'm not going to use that for anything else. If you do, you're going to have problems, and I promise you, you're going to have problems. Why do you say that you're going to have problems? Well, that's actually easy, because this is seafood. You don't want to be mixing seafood with other things because it's just going to cause you nothing but problems after. Oh, great! Now I have to dirty something else. Amy's alright with that. And some of you out there are going to tell me, you know, Amy's going to get me later. Yeah, she probably will, and I probably deserve it too. But I have to be entertaining. That's my way of being entertained. Okay, so that's done. Again, that's lobster. It's the first time I've had this particular thing. So I've never had this before. Amy's never had it. I've never had it. It was just on sale. You know, by the package size, I thought it was enough to say that we're going to get maybe 3 lobsters out of it. And it's more like maybe 1.5. But still, the price I paid for is way less than buying a lobster today. So, you know what? It was cheaper than a lobster. Didn't have to deshell anything. Didn't have to cook anything. I'm happy. So, if you know what you like meat-wise and how much, you know, lobster you're going to want to have in things, then you're gold. You don't have to worry about anything. Amy and I just want to have some lobster sandwiches. And I'm going to try to take this out as much as I can from the liquid. By the way, if you're going to make seafood stew or soup or anything that you're going to need some stuff with, you know what? Save this juice because you can cook with it. It's good for a broth. You know, I don't know that I would want to use it if I was making something with a beef stock or chicken stock. You know, nothing like that. And yeah, it's a little bit more liquidated than I thought. So this is not exactly something I've done before. This is my first time. Stay right here for a second. Yeah, I can't find one. Okay, not a big deal. So, what I'm going to do here, and forgive me, because this is kind of, like I said, not something we've ever had, but you know what, I'd probably do it again. It's cheaper than a lobster, but you don't have to deshell, and I don't know about you guys, but I hate deshelling a lobster. It takes a lot of time, and you know what, it's so easy. It's so easy not to be able to get all the meat. And I don't know about you guys, but if you're going to spend that much money on something, you want to get the most out of it. So once you get all the water out, you're going to put this in with your onions and, you know, give it a good mix up here. I'm going to take another little knife and, yes, I know I'm burning a lot. This is the way I am some days. If you got bigger pieces, you know, cut them down a little bit. And these are mostly from the claw, and they're good. I mean, lobster's really good. Now, I mean, I'm going to let you know, like, you're feeling rich today and you've got a lot of money and you don't really know what to do with it. Don't go buying seafood all the time. Like, fish is good, but things like lobster and scallops, they tend to be a little bit on the richer side. It's not necessarily good to eat all the time. Every now and again is fine. Like, having a little treat is good. I called Mom this morning and I told her what I found. She was right excited. She was very excited about it, so she's going to Sobeys in a little bit to get herself some as well. So here's what she looks like mixed. I've got one little piece of meat over here, or did I? No, I've got some else over there. Give me a second. Okay, so we're going to take some mayonnaise here. Now, Miracle Whip mayonnaise, I call it all the same thing. There's many different flavors, or maybe you want mustard. Yeah, whatever suits you. You know, it's your taste buds that you have to choose. I like mayonnaise. I prefer to get stuff as low, light as possible because it's just better for you. Some people are going to tell you, "Oh, come on, Poul, you're supposed to be Chef Poul, and why aren't you putting a little bit of wine with it?" Amy and I didn't really discuss what we were cooking this week. Didn't know. Actually, I'm going to be cooking a little, maybe on Saturday I'm going to make some hamburgers. I've got some really good stuff for that, right? But I mean, I didn't really know what I wanted to do at that point. I walked in and I seen this and it's like, you know what? Amy and I both really enjoy lobster, so this is what we're making. So what you're going to do is get that nice mixed in. Now I'm going to put a little bit, probably a lot of pepper. I'm not going to put any salt in. None. Anybody here like salt? I mean, by all means, help yourself put your salt in. You're going to find as you get a little bit older that salt's not good for you, the extra sodium. If you get, like, say, a can of corn, corn fresh right now in February is not going to happen. Sodium has 85 milligrams. Sounds like a lot. You can go around and you'll find certain things, especially you live up where we do, you're not going to get as much things fresh. So you're going to be eating canned. And if you go and look what you're eating on a daily basis for the amount of sodium that's in it, you're going to be a little surprised. It's not good for you, and you're going to find a lot of it. So please keep that in mind when you're cooking, because you are going to run into a lot of it. So now we're going to take our mix and we're just going to put it in here. We're not going to overfill it because, I mean, you're living with my wife, sometimes you have to make her wear a bib. Just won't say anything to the camera. You gotta love Amy. You can say almost anything you want to her. Sometimes she'll hear her say something back, and sometimes she won't. If you know me, I will say pretty much anything and everything. I've got no filter. It is what it is. But I love my wife very much, and I'm only teasing her. So here are my lobster sandwiches, or lobster rolls. You can toast these if you wanted. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. If you're my wife, you want to have a bib on. But past that, it's simple, easy. most of this video is joking around and just not even doing a whole lot of what we were actually doing. Just having fun. This is what it's like to live with Amy and I. Amy's actually really well behaved and stuff like that. It's usually me you have to worry about. I love my wife very much, but you know, she's awesome. So we're gonna take this in here for a minute. Don't mind all the cats. Or Amy's mess. Amy, please be my guest and sit down. What do you think, Amy?
Pretty good.
She says with her mouth open. Her mouth full. What do you think?
It's good.
Good, I mean, so there we go. Amy really liked the lobster sandwiches. Apparently I did a good job, so so this is Chef Paul. If you like the video, please hit like, subscribe, and share. Join us on irc.com or paulskitchen.openirc.club. Come join us, and we're glad you joined us today, and you guys have a great day.